Very cool, Mitch. Very cool.
Wait a minute.
Should I mute?
No. There's me. And let's bring you in here. And I got to turn that. I turned that off. Yeah, I had to turn that echo cancellation back off because it was distorting for not for you, but for the people on YouTube.
No, it distorted. I heard you fixed it though. When it did it cleared up.
Yeah, but I had to. Yeah, but then it messes it up for you. But we're all good now. We're all right. Good.
Welcome everybody to the Don and Mitch show. Oh wow, my niece is gonna watch. I think cool. She's in Dunedin, Florida. I thought it was Dunedin. It's Dunedin. D-U-N-E, like
Dunedin?
D-I-N.
I thought it was Dunedin.
Well, Dunedin, whatever. But I thought it was Dunedin. You know, what do I know? So we've got, let's see, Lefty Mike made a cameo appearance before the show started. And we got everybody. We got a lot. We got 10 watching, groovy. We go backwards. We got Guitar Hack, Dale Palmer, Six String Brian, Spacey Jazzy Bluesy, Paul Lou. I don't know. Anybody else? Right now, my mouth, it's not working. Mitch Hammond's here.
I is.
So welcome everybody. Big show about nothing. I have some sad news for you all though, because I finished dinner at like 8:55. It's just iced tea tonight, folks. No apple juice, Hack. Couldn't get it prepared and get set up. I can't just do one. I wasn't gonna be. I got to run downstairs to get a second. So here's Jeff Miller. Hey Jeff, thanks for stopping in.
Hey Jeff. Guys, how's my audio? I know Don's is always good. How's mine? Am I talking all right? Too low? Too loud? Give me a number one. Because I can crank it up. Evidently, they're not paying attention.
There's Larry Large Guitars. Let's see. Don and Mitch. Hey, Don. Yeah, nobody. Can we get some? What's the code? 1, right? Yeah.
Hack gave me a 1.
Hack, do I get a 1 too? Can I get
just
a 1?
Make sure. Yeah, you're always good. I want to make sure our audio is even.
Yeah, are we even?
Don is low. Even Stevens.
I'm low. So what do I do, Hack? I mean, Hack, Mitch. First I called you Nick.
Don is low.
I'm calling you Hack. So I'll go to cam mic, go to audio, and turn it up. Is that better?
You can.
Is that too loud now? Cheers for
He says, Hack says you're good.
Hack says I'm okay.
Yeah, you sound good to me.
All right, who said I was low?
Six String Brian, I believe.
Brian, is it better now or am I too loud? I'm not going to get louder.
Dale gave us a 9, whatever that is.
Oh, Dale. No, but 6'3", Brian Cote, he said I was low. Yes, better. Okay, cool. All right, I want to
All right.
welcome my niece, Amy Lynn Yoshimoto from Dunedin, however you say it, Florida, and Dean, her husband. They're cool. They're a cool couple. That's my daughter that I never had.
Hey, Dwight.
And oh man, if they're in, I definitely should have my Jameson tonight, but we won't. Well, we'll save it for next week. Cheers.
Would you believe? After I left yesterday, that hang, I went to bed, and I slept from within an hour when I left to I slept all the way to like 6:30.
No,
I got
way.
up like 6:30 out of bed. I've been up since 6:30.
No way.
I did.
Did you do anything different?
Well, the night before, what was it? Sunday night, I took, or Sunday night, I took Benadryl, and it just stays in my system for like a couple of days, and so I was still tired. Yeah, so I slept good last night.
All right,
but that helps me sleep sometimes.
Well, good.
But then it makes you feel irritable the next day.
Right, Paul Lou. You told me that last week, and if this whatever the COVID thing ever calms down, Janet, my wife, and the dog, we're heading down that way. I want to make some stops. I want to stop at what's the place in oh Christ, South? No, man, I've been having this problem. Spacey, Jazzy, Bluesy. I was talking to him earlier. I can't keep my thought. Is it South? It's in South Carolina. It's on the water, big town. Anyway, I want to hit that again, and we want to do Nashville, and I want to go to the Musicians Hall of Fame because that is the greatest channel, guys. Go to the Musicians Hall of Fame channel on YouTube. He's got that guy Joe. He's got the greatest interviews, man. And you'll think it's Hack doing the interview. He just hacks the same way. They, what got you into guitar and all. Of course, he's talking to big. This guy talks to the big shots from Nashville. The session players and the writers and all. And then I'd like to hit like one of the fancy golf courses down there, and then go to Dunedin or whatever the hell I got it. I had it down and see my niece, and she got and Dean, Amy Lynn and Dean, and their 2 dogs and Gypsy. They got along. We used to visit them. They used to live in Richmond, Virginia, but now they live down in Florida. So, Paul, getting back to it, when we get down there, I will hook up with you, man. That would be very cool.
Were you thinking about Myrtle Beach?
What?
In South Carolina?
We used to get, how we always went to Ocean City or, whatever as kids. My wife, because her mom was from South Carolina, inland, she'd go down there and stay for a week or two at one of her aunt's house places, and then they'd meet up with her parents again at Myrtle Beach. So when she was a kid, she went to Myrtle Beach instead of Ocean City, which is kind of so. We did Myrtle Beach in like 90. We got married in 88, 90, and 92, and we haven't been back since.
I think I've been there Myrtle Beach 3 times. First time I went on a bus, and then I drove 2 other times. I like it. I like Myrtle Beach.
I can't believe I can't think the name of the city that we went down there a few years
Tampa?
ago. No,
Orlando?
in Georgia. In
Georgia. Savannah.
No,
Savannah.
It's on the water. No. It's on the water.
Savannah's on the water.
There's a bridge there, and Fort Lee. Where's my shirt? Where's my hat?
Is that in South Carolina? In
Charleston,
Charleston. Yeah,
South
I was there where the Civil War started. I was there.
What a cool city! Oh man,
Very cool.
I was digging that. Yeah, I finally got it. And Q's in the house. Quentin, James, Dan in New Jersey, welcome. D-Tube, welcome. How many we got in the chat? All right, 18. Okay, real quick. Did you have anything bring up?
No, you can talk for a while, and I'll think of something.
Hey, real quick. Hey, how about that intro thing with the, ring the bell and thumbs up?
Oh, did I play that one?
Groovy. That was very cool. I got to learn. One day.
Let me go back on there again. Hold on, I'll do it again. I got to turn the sound on.
That was very cool.
I got to turn the sound on. So
should I mute?
No, you don't have to mute.
I'm
Hold on. Subscribe.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, now my yeah, I'm echoing.
Yeah, but not to them. All right,
Oh.
it's off. It's off. But see, I had to turn it. See, when I was playing the music, I had the echo cancellation. See, if I have the echo cancellation on here in StreamYards, you won't hear it. But then it gets messed up for them going out. So I have to turn it off. I have to turn it off in there so it sounds good for them. But then it messes up for you. See, I use that that voice meter, and I have to turn it on and off when I play music so it can be heard.
All right, Claude 54. Thanks for the thumbs up. And there's a Blackjack Guitar Nut. Finally got that right. Dwight Bailey, the Hitman's here. We have a message is held for review. We got somebody naughty in the chat. Somebody say a naughty word. We do have lady. My niece is watching, so let's keep it clean now. Don't make me come through this computer and slap you silly.
I don't know what was wrong. I couldn't see what's wrong.
Did I say hey, spacey, jazzy, bluesy? Yeah, I said hi to Jesse.
Yeah.
Speaking of spacey, jazzy, bluesy, I'm gonna take this moment to highlight a couple of videos that I think everybody should go watch. Well, this is a kind of like a commercial for what's going to be a very cool video, which I have seen the preview of. I had privy to this. Yes, I did. Anyway, spacey, jazzy, bluesy. My good buddy. He's the guy that sets up all my guitars for me, and very cool dude. This Friday, his video will be featuring my old Gibson WRC Wayne. I don't know what Wayne Charvel Gibson that I traded that to him for the Gelvin, which we now have up on Reverb. And he's got his new head rush effects, pedal, kind of like the Helix thing, toned down version of the Helix, which is it really sounds good. But I don't like him anymore. I don't like this guy, Spacey Jazzy, because now not only is his videos sound cool and he's got, he's very proficient guitar player, but he does some very cool editing on the. I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but I don't like him anymore because I can't do what he did. That's what I aspire. If you watch that video, you will see what I aspire to have in my jam videos. That's all I do is jam videos. Okay. Well, also want to give a shout out to Blackjack Donna. This is the other Blackjack. We got Blackjack Guitar Nut in the chat. This is Donna Blackjack. She posted a video, I think yesterday or today, of her band playing their last gig before the COVID thing ruined everything for all you cool dudes and dudettes that have bands. And her and Tiny Dragon's the bass player. She's got a cool channel too. Check out Tiny Dragon. But it's cool. It's neat to see. I love watching all the people that in their bands. It's a lot like Hack and the Hit Disturbers and that I like his other band better, but both of them are fantastic. But they can't play anymore because life is not as we used to know it. Okay, and then of course there's this guy Hetriani. I mean, he's like Jimmy Guitar Meets Science fast, but he's a little more musical in his playing. He tones it down. He keeps it controlled most of the time. Oh, hey, he's in here. Oh, cool. Hey, Hetriani. I'm digging your videos, man. And if you like the shorter videos, the under a minute or 2 minutes or a little bit more instead of the long. I like the longer ones myself, but he does. The guy's phenomenal. He really, way step above most of us. And his quality video, real good sound. And he does cool collabs with people. Now, the last thing I want to shout out is any of you Helix users out there, I'm going to give you two guys to check out. The one that's, to me, is absolutely the best, only because he does things simple and you can follow it. And he did a thing, the Helix just updated, and they have a acoustic guitar simulator. And he did a real simple thing with just three effects or whatever you want to call it, equalization, the acoustic thing, a compressor and a reverb, and it actually
three blocks.
Yeah, 3 blocks. There you go. Thanks. And my guitar actually sounded good. Didn't sound as good as his because I think he's going stereo on his. And another guy is very cool. I'll tell you about this guy, John Nathan Cordy. Now he's in the UK. I think Hetriani's in the UK too, but he's in the UK, and he's been doing a few live streams. Very, very proficient guitarist. He does a lot of the legato stuff, not quite to the degree of Tom Quayle, but he's very good, and he's very nice. So he's got a thing. A lot of these channels you can support him. You can do the super chat, which is cool, super chat for people. But you got to realize, you do a super chat, you're giving 30% to Google. So you give them $20, that's $6 they're not getting. So if they have like a PayPal thing, hit them up that. Now this guy John Nathan Cordy, um, he has a thing, buy him a cup of coffee. So I bought him a couple cups of coffee. He sent me all these free patches, or presets, or whatever you want to call them, for the heel, which I got to. He even sent. Then I told him, I said, I can't do it. I have trouble with the technology doing that. He says, well, here, he did a video on December 30th last year to show you how to do that. So really, really, really cool. So I'll leave it at that. And again, check out Spacey Jazzy Bluesy, Donna, which is Blackjack, and Hetriani. They're my three featured videos. Recent videos are very cool. Thank you. Remember that? Oh shit! I got. Never mind.
Hey, Jeff.
I gotta plug in my other computer.
Actually, I got this chat up on the laptop.
Yeah,
That's
I got two chats going too. I'm looking. Oh, there's Metalhead Hippie. Hey, don't forget about Metalhead Hippie. He's just about every day of the week. Uh, Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday is Metalhead Hippie, and he features all these people.
Quentin Legato James is in there.
Quentin.
Rick, hi Rick.
Oh, I wish I could remember the kind of guitar he has. He's very proud of it. It's a nice guitar, and it sounds good. It's pretty. It's purple, which is a cool color for a guitar, I think.
So I set up. Go
ahead.
I set up all three of my computers today.
Cool.
So I got all this room on this desk, and I could have had OBS running on. Mainly, I was updating them, but now I can control all three computers with one mouse and one keyboard. So I got that working, cleaned up in here a little bit.
Excuse me, just a second, Mitch. Newcomer James Miscellaneous. He said the red light district is going on behind Mitch.
he's a tech guy, real good tech guy, friend of mine.
Well, anyway, welcome to the stream or the chat. We've got another message for review.
Actually, if he's in here, I want to. James, by the way, I think you heard me mention on this build I built I guess it's about 13 months ago now, 14 months ago, with this X3800X Ryzen, and it had the Asus Tough Gaming motherboard, X570. I always had a problem sporadically. It would turn on, but it would now put to the monitor, reboot, it's fine. That's the only problem I ever had, right? And I put all the update BIOS when I see it in there. And I said the last one I did was June. So like 2 weeks ago, I looked in there. They must have had 10 BIOS updates in there. I kid you not, about 10 of them. A couple of them were betas. I put them all in just one at a time. I haven't had a problem since. It's been working really good. Cool. Even clocks higher, so it's working really good now.
So anyway, three cameras.
Three cameras?
You were talking about three cameras.
Three computers.
Computers.
Well, I do have three. I have three cameras. I didn't bother setting up the OBS. I don't even have the laptop. I just have the chat running. I don't even have the OBS running on it. But I could grab all three of those cameras if I wanted to. So it's working quite well.
That's good. Rick Hefter joined us in Dave Stafford's music studio. He does a nice show on what's he do? Saturday night or Friday night? Friday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard.
10 o'clock Eastern Standard. And I need to shout out to Dave's co-host Joe Wentz. He called me this morning. Let me get this image up I knew I just hadn't done anything. I knew I was going to do something about it, but he did it for me. I didn't have to do it. Let me see. You gonna do
before and after, or the after?
Yeah, I'm going to do before and after. Let me see if I can.
We got photo bombs. We didn't even realize it. right, Mitch?
Well, I did. I mean, I you know, I was putting it off. I was going to fix it myself, and um, let me see if I can find this here. If I didn't delete the original ones, I don't think I did. But you'll see what I'm talking about when I because when did we meet? It was about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, in the summer. Mike,
Right,
it was definitely, you can tell from the way we're dressed. It was summertime.
right. All right. I'm gonna.
That was fun. I enjoyed
You can see. I think you guys can see that picture. Let me showcase myself here.
it. Yeah, a nice smile.
See, look at the guy on the
Yeah, I'm in the
left.
picture. I'm in the picture.
Yeah, the guy on the left. It kind of looks out of place. So Joe called me up this morning, and anyway, he fixed it. Here, I'll show you what he. Well, you saw it. It was the thumbnail that I switched it to
Yeah,
this
yeah,
morning.
yeah.
But here, let me see if I know I got it up here. Actually, I don't. I got to get now. Let me get the right one that he fixed it with, if I can find it. All right, and that was. Um,
Hey, Hack, you notice what shirt I'm wearing there underneath my denim shirt, don't you? Had my Guitar Hack swag going that day.
all right, that's the one he fixed it with. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
He did that? I thought you
Yeah.
did that. Oh, he did
No,
it.
he did that one. I did. I did the. I did a. This is the one I did.
I hate all you guys. Y'all play better than I do, and you do all this computer stuff. My God.
I did. Oh,
You photobombing your own picture there. Do that again.
oh, wrong one. Well, let me get that. I did.
How'd you get in there?
Well,
How'd you do that?
well, actually, one thing makes it easier because I cheat and use. Here, I did this one. I did that one. Oh, that one. I cheat and I use OBS can help. That's my background. But what I
Right.
did is there's a program. It's if you're familiar with Photoshop, a lot of you guys are. It's like a layered photo editing
I've heard
program.
of it, but I wouldn't know
Well,
what to do with it, man.
it's really expensive. It's a subscription model. But what I do is I use a program. It's open source called GIMP. It's like a poor man's Photoshop, but even easier than that. If you Google background removal, there's websites that will do it for you. It makes it much easier, and it's even quicker when I do that. So I'll move the background, and then I can. And it puts it in like a PNG, which is going to be a transparent background. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but I can use
All
my
right, keep
background.
going.
And
It's interesting.
anyway, it
It's
just makes
interesting.
it easier. It makes it easier. But it doesn't matter if you're really proficient in a lot of stuff, especially video editing. It can take a lot of time. Like I want to try to make some animated stuff, and that works like in layers too well. In DaVinci Resolve, it's called nodes. You're putting nodes on top of each other, and it's just really sophisticated. So I don't know if I want to get that
Hey,
far
Blackjack
into
Guitar
it.
Nut, I appreciate that very much, brother. You're all right saying that. But Joe Wentz, he's in another league. He's one of those guys. I mean, he's well, he should be in a band, but I guess he works too much. He drives all. He's a busy guy.
Hugh's in here. Hey, Hugh.
Yeah, I saw. I typed
Uh,
hi Hugh, welcome. I keep thinking James Miscellaneous is another new guy, but it's the same guy.
yeah, he's. We
Just
know a
a new
lot of the.
name. Just a
We
new
know a
name. It's
lot of.
cool to see new names.
He knows a lot of the tech guys I've been following like 10, 12 years ago.
All right, cool. We're up to 26. All right. Well, let me take over for a second, Mitch, and get this
Go
out of
ahead.
the way, and then we can start talking about nothing because that's really what the show is about, nothing. But
Yeah.
I took some notes because you got all this uh 2020 2021 NAM virtual NAM going on,
Mm.
and so I said, they were another stream me and Mitch were in last night. They were talking about it a little bit, but I can't bring up pictures like all these guys do, and I'm not going to make Mitch go through all this. But a couple things I thought I'd point out. I thought were kind of interesting. I never heard of this guy before, but his name's Kirk Douglas, not the actor, guitar player, very very groovy, cool dude. He's in a band called Roots, never heard of him, and he also plays in the Jimmy Fallon Show band. Now, that's not a bad thing. I would never watch the Jimmy Fallon's. I don't watch any of the late night shows because they're not late night shows anymore. They're just, well, we're not going to get into that. But anyway, he's got a new signature SG, which is very cool. It's got 3 pickups. It's got to me, it's a funky whammy bridge setup, but it's probably cool to a lot of you guys that know how to, fly around with all that tapping and wah 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 wah. I don't know how to do that, but it's got that. It only comes in 2 colors now, black and a green, but it's more like a bluish green, light bluish green. But it's very cool. But here's what's cool about it: it's got very unique. It's got 3 pickups, all humbuckers, and I guess it's kind of got this, the same type technology that Mitch and my Les Paul have with the you can in phase, out of phase. I opened it up one time, the back of my Les Paul here. You can see it's got instructions, and you can flip these little micro switches, and I flipped them. I heard zero difference. So I never even flipped them back. I just left them like that, put the plate back on and all. So anyway, it's got that. But what's really cool is it's got the typical 2 volume 2 tone controls and a 3-way switch, I think. But what's cool is on the pick guard there is another volume knob. So guys that know like him that know how to do it, you can do volume swells. So that's kind of groovy. And the 3 pickups, the way they describe it on the thing, they're like from the neck down to the bridge pickup, it gets more higher gain each pickup. So the neck is less gain, the middle pickup's more gain, and then the bridge pickup is lots of gain. So I thought that was very groovy. Uh, Only 2 colors. I don't know why they, I don't know. The colors, everybody likes black guitars, I guess. I used to have a black guitar, but I'm not into black guitars anymore. And I like blue guitars, in case you all haven't noticed. Then there's another guitar that I thought was kind of interesting. Oh, by the way, that guitar looks like it lists for about $2,500, right? The same neighborhood as mine and Mitch's Les Pauls. But if you can wheel and deal if you go to the right place generally. Maybe not at first, but so if we get our Biden checks, which looks like we are, you might want to use that as your down payment, or but you could actually buy this next guitar and have change left over. It's called the Nancy Wilson Signature Epiphone Nighthawk something or other. I don't know what the actual name of it is, but it's Nighthawk style, like a Les Paul type. It's only I saw one price is $649 and one for $520, but the $520 might have been an older version. Who knows? But it only comes in 1 color. But I always thought the Nighthawk was kind of a cool concept. Concept. That's the word I was looking for. I'm having trouble finding the words here today, boys. started on a phone call. Somebody in the chat here knows about it. But this is killing me. It's got an ebony fingerboard. I think the Kirk Douglas had a rosewood, but I've got something light. What's it called? Rich light in my. I got an expensive Les Paul and rich light. It's very nice. It's like ebony, I guess, but I wanted an ebony fingerboard. So anyway, it's a groovy guitar. You should check it out if you want something cool that isn't $1 million.
Hey Don, I can play the video for that Kirk Douglas guitar if you want.
Yeah, just one. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I got it. Let me.
Cool, you found it.
Yeah, I got it. I think it's.
I think he plays the green one. I think he plays the green one.
Yeah, I think it's a green one. Here, let me.
It's a pretty guitar. I wouldn't buy it, but it's pretty. It's a nice looking guitar. They come out with a blue one. I want to get an SG. If I ever get another guitar, it'll probably be an SG.
I'm not going to do the audio. I'm just going to do the video.
Oh, okay, that's cool. But the cool feature of this thing is this volume knob. If you look right there by the tailpiece, when it comes back around. At Hack, in case you get interested in this, it's silver hardware, no gold. But he's cool. He's a good player too. He probably being on a show like Fallon. But see, look right there. Freeze it a second, Mitch. Can you freeze it? Can you go back right there? See that? See right where the I don't know. I can't point. But that white volume knob there, you can do swells with it. He does it in the, I think he does it in the video. So, all right, that's enough of that bitch. I've seen it. And then they have black with a black pick guard. So this guy's very good, very good.
All right.
All right, and then they show the black. I guess the black has gold hardware. So, Hack, if you get one, you got to get the green one. Hack ain't buying that guitar. But I'm jonesing for either an SG or the same guitar Hack has with those DiMarzio pickups. Is that the EVA Music Man? Which one's he got, Mitch? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Is it a Music Man
Music
or EVH?
Man. He's got a Music Man.
Yeah, I like that. I like that guitar. Sounds cool. Okay. Anybody new in here? DR Guitars, Dave. Hey, buddy. How you doing, man?
Hi,
Thanks
Dave.
for coming in. Thanks for coming in. All right, we're holding steady at 26. And the last thing, I think a lot of people might be interested in this if you're doing streaming anyway. It's an amp. It's a Blackstar ID Core V3 practice amp, but it's got some very, very cool features. You can plug your phone into it and guess what? You don't have to download another app. Like I have very few apps on my phone, but I know some people have like 5 million apps in their phone. It's insanity. But that's a cool feature. You go watch these videos. You just search them, and NAM. All I did went to YouTube and search NAM 2021, and this stuff came up right away. Didn't have to scroll very long. And then but what's very cool is it's got some kind of live streaming feature. Now, don't ask me how it works. I couldn't even get my Zoom Q8 to work last night. It worked fine. I was in a stream. I went in and joined a stream, and it worked great. It looked good. So I'm back to using just a computer, camera, and microphone. And if I'm too loud, guys, let me know. I'm not drinking, so I shouldn't. Okay.
Sounds
so
good
anyway,
to me.
that's that. That's what I have. I think I have something. No, that's it. That's all my notes. So now we can start talking about nothing, honey.
Yeah, I was going to try to get some stuff to, but unlike you last week, my back has been bothering me really bad the last 3 days.
Well, I got a new chair. I should have done a chair unboxing for this, huh? That would have been exciting. But this chair that I'm sitting in is an old wooden chair. It's my father-in-law's desk chair. I'm sitting on a pillow, and I hunch. It's the reason why I have to play standing up, because I'm hunching, and man, right in the middle of my back under the shoulder blades but I'll be fine. That's why the Jameson really, it's actually for medicinal and, and encouragement purposes is why I indulge in my Jameson when I do live streams. This live stream is brought to you by Jameson, and I don't have the bottle tonight because I'm not drinking. Dry as the sky today.
I had my drinks, my eggnog for the year, Christmas. Yeah. I had 2 eggnogs. What was it? With Seagram's in it. Then she had, and we still have some left, some kind of margarita she brought. It's already made up. You just pour it.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Well, I don't.
It doesn't matter how good it is.
I don't drink to get drunk or nothing.
I drink enough for both. I drink enough for both of us, buddy. Quentin's not drinking. You can't. You better not, Quentin. You've got to take pills.
I was on it. Yeah, I was on all the.
You'll get a hell of a buzz if you do.
I was on that antibiotic for the last week and the steroids, and I couldn't drink.
And I'll tell you what. Saturday night when because we can cry in our not beer that we're not drinking about the Ravens Saturday, but Saturday night between that game and then after, I started doing when Lamar went down, I knew the game was over. I was so bummed out. I came right up here and did my Blues for Lamar video jam.
Yeah, I knew it was over, but I'm looking at all the aftermath, and you should have heard Shannon Sharp go off on him.
Were they ragging about the offensive coordinator?
No, Lamar Jackson. He's not going to be. He just can't do it.
I think Lamar's going to be fine, but I don't think he'll ever win the big game. I think he's just one of those smart guys, kind of like who was the Buffalo Bills coach, Jim Kelly. Great quarterback all season.
4 Super Bowls in a row.
4,
Dan Marino. Yeah, he was in one Super Bowl, but he lost.
exactly.
But
So some
Lamar's never
guys,
good with his arm. He's never going to get in a Super
I
Bowl.
don't, I don't, I think if they get a different offensive coordinator that
Nah,
comes
it
up
ain't
hard,
going to make
if
him.
they listen, I said to somebody who was I texting during the game, my buddy Marty. If if they would have just dinked and dunked their way all the way up the field, they would have kept the ball
Well, they
out of
did until
Josh.
that last pass.
Well, but it's I don't know. What are you going to do? No cover charge. Welcome to the chat. We got another one. That's cool. Uh-oh,
Oh
my
yeah,
computer's shut. There we go. All right, we're keeping steady. I guess we're going to be like a 25 in the 25 watching, which I think is incredible because again, this is a show about nothing, folks. Anybody buy a new guitar or a new? I didn't do pedals because I got the Helix. I mean, I really don't even look at
yeah.
pedals or watch. I don't watch pedal reviews. I
The only
leave
thing
that
I
to
like, the only thing that would interest me is I thought about, and you heard me talk about it, is getting my EVH painted,
right.
stripe color.
Just a second. Hugh Caldwell says, I have no clue what you're talking about. Hugh, I love you, brother, man. That's the best best comment in the chat tonight. He's over there. Now, Hugh Australia or is he UK? Scotland. He's Scott.
Yeah,
I just
or
yeah, I
Dublin.
know he's in Scotland. No, he's in Scotland. Scottish, eh? I used to watch a guy, I forget his name, who it was, a Scottish guy, one of the big YouTubers over there in Europe. Went to all those shows with Henning Pauly and
Ross
Toman and
Campbell, young kid.
no, well, he
No,
long hair guy, but
oh
he
no,
has such a strong Scottish, what's the word, broke or whatever that accent. Oh my God, I could listen to that guy all day. Couldn't understand half what he was saying, but it was so cool to listen to him. Uh, I can't think of his name because I unsubbed him because it just. I mean, he's a good player and all, but he's more of a metal guy. I'm not. I wouldn't know what to do with metal. I proved that on the when we did the challenge, the friendly challenge videos back at the beginning of COVID. Remember those? Hack started
yeah.
them. That was fun. We probably should get that going again. So, has anybody got a new guitar? Oh, somebody got the Keeley Katana Mini Boost last week. Very good, Rick. Yeah, I think I saw that in another chat. Are you digging it or what? Large guitars got a 68 Les Call custom, a couple. Wow.
That's right. I remember him talking. Yeah, I
Is
remember
that
him
a
talking
used one
about.
or is it a reissue? A real 68 or a reissue? Wow. Either way, group that is very cool.
When I was in my local store to get that nut sauce the other day, they had 3 Les Pauls and their used ones, and they had a 1990. It was a 1999 reissue 1960 or 61 Les Paul. I don't remember if it was a standard or what, but they wanted I think like 2,100 for it. It looked nice.
Oh, the guy I was talking about in Scotland, CS Guitars, Spacey Jazzy Bluesies brought that up. Very cool. Very cool. It's a reissue. So I think a 68 doesn't it have a big fat neck. I got to play a Les Paul with a
Me
baseball
too.
bat because I think our Les Pauls have a real like a slim taper neck, right?
Yeah, and I think people are telling me it'd probably be easier on my wrist if I played something with a little fatter
A
neck
little
on it.
more beef, a little more beef one. I heard that in another. Hey, great Banzini's in there.
The great one.
Yeah, DR guitars. You know this. Does the 68 have a real the baseball bat neck? He'll know. And DR guitars. What's you got something else coming? Did you send back your telly? I think the last I heard you said you actually talked to somebody that was nice to you at Fender and you're happy. So that's good. It has a slim 60s great feel. 58 is a bass, but 68 is thinner. Okay, thanks, Dave. Yeah, DR guitar. You ever have any questions about guitars and all? DR Guitars is very knowledgeable about bridges and pickups and profiles and scale lengths and all the shit that I have no clue what it means. All I know is I'm struggling a little bit with the Telecaster, but I'll master it because it's so much different than the Gibson feel. It even feels different. I don't really feel like I struggle with my
Does yours
Stratocaster.
have the barrel saddles on it? Your Telecaster?
No. I got that's
I
why
didn't think so.
I would.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I didn't get one. I was going to get one like you and Hack got, but that doesn't. I don't understand that whatever
Not,
they are. It doesn't
you
make
might
sense.
not get precise tuning, maybe.
That was my concern. So
I don't
the
know.
one,
It's,
see what I've
uh,
got. See that's besides it's very groovy on the back. Did I ever show you guys
oh,
the
oh,
back of
it
my
is.
Telecaster? Is
I don't
that
think you
groovy?
did. Yeah, it is
I did.
groovy.
But anyway,
No, you
but no,
probably
I've
did.
got 6 saddles.
Look at that gold.
I love to
Wait a
show
minute.
that.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Keep it up.
Hack,
I
I
want
know
to.
you like this. Hack's gonna buy one just because of the gold
Oh,
hardware.
I love that gold.
I, I didn't think I'd like it, but it stands. It looks good. It fits the.
And
It
the
fits.
price of gold is really high too.
I know. Oh man, I can sell that guitar for more than I paid for it. And I've got a brand new 2008. Uh, I can't. What's the big Dodge I used to sell? The 2-seater, the big fat red thing.
The
I can't
Dodge, you
think.
said?
Yeah, what was that? The big red, the
Oh, the
sports car.
Cobra. Cobra.
No, the Cobra's a Mustang. I can't think of that.
Oh no, Cobra. Yeah, I know.
Something's wrong with my head. I cannot think of stuff. I
Yeah,
swear
Cobra. This is my. What am I thinking?
I haven't anything to drink for two.
Somebody's gonna say in the chat. I don't
I
know when they
can't think
say
of the
that, but
name
I know
of it.
what you're talking
Not it
about.
came in. It came out after the Stealth. Christ, I sold them for 15 years almost. I can't think of the name of the car. Anyway, I'm not going to get any money for my. I'm not going to sell that guitar. The 2 guitars I'll probably end up keeping and dump. The 3 guitars is the Epiphone Dot. I'm going to get new pickups put in that, and I got to keep my
Viper.
Ford guitar. Viper.
Viper.
I couldn't. I would have thought of it as I was falling
Your
asleep.
buddy. Your buddy just thought of it or put it in there.
Spacey Jet. Yeah. Well, he's. I was talking to him earlier, and we'd be talking about something, and it's like 3 times I completely lost my train of thought. What? Why? How did I? What were? How did? Because I go off on tangents. I'm tangent man.
It's our age, man.
I'm going to
What do you
change the name of my
what do you
channel.
each day it goes by? What do you think we're going to get more intelligent? You know, as each day goes by. No, it goes the other way now.
Me and my wife are a mess. I knew it was Tuesday. She thought it was Sunday.
Well, I tell you, I
The
tell
other
you,
th-
when you don't have no responsibilities, you forget if there's no football on, you don't
right?
know what day it is.
Well, I got all mixed up on the football because I thought the Ravens were supposed to play Sunday night. They played Saturday
Right.
night, so that really screwed me up. Friday I thought was Saturday. Saturday I thought was Sunday. Hugh Caldwell has 3 strats. He's going to build a parts caster and add DiMarzio. Hey, I don't think he can go. I've never heard a bad DiMarzio pickup, but it really the pickups aren't that important to me because I put so much distortion and over delay, reverb, chorus. It doesn't make that big a deal. Hey Mitch, I see this again. Why in this room does the picture keep getting brighter? When I move,
All right, hold on. Let
is
me.
it because the cameras? Is it because the camera's focusing on me?
Are you sure? Are you're definitely on the
Oh yeah,
Zoom?
yeah, the zoom's turned off. No,
Oh,
I'm on the computer, but it
that
did it
looks.
on this. It was doing this last week.
It's a bit. It's because of the quality of the camera.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the Zoom probably won't do it.
All
I
right.
doubt if the
Well,
Zoom will.
in a while, we'll work on getting me a C9 type camera,
920
so I
or
can
this.
be
Yeah.
C920, so I can be groovy like the rest of you. All right, James Miscellaneous. What kind of music do you listen to that none of us would like? And Mitch is the man when he's strumming. See, even James knows you can play.
I can't. I
James
just.
James Miscellaneous. Mitch doesn't think he can play.
I'm struggling lately. I'm struggling because of pain and my knuckles. My arthritis is really giving me a fit in my knuckles.
Hi, Janice, for just a minute. She always stops by. Janice is.
I think you know what? I think I know what kind of James likes. Hold on.
You gonna play?
My hey, keep talk. It'll take me a while to figure out
Oh,
what
I was getting ready to mute.
man, you don't have to
Sky
mute.
Quentin James says Skynet's taken over. I don't know what that means, but that's probably what the problem is with my computer.
Didn't you see? Arnold?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Um,
Hey,
here.
DR Guitars. While I'm supposed to be talking here, this, he parts caster. Whatever happened to this guitar that nobody's supposed to be talking about that you were doing for somebody that we're not supposed to mention until you finished the guitar? Did you finish it? And I didn't get. I'm out of the loop now. Am I out of the loop now? It's probably better that I am out of the loop. But I'm curious, Dave, if you ever finished that DR Guitars. You showed it to me. I was privy. Every day is Saturday when you're retired. Yeah, blackjack guitar nut. You're actually every day is Saturday. I try to do one thing constructive every day. Uh, today, today I went grocery shopping, so I did something constructive. Went about 7 o'clock in the morning. Man, a lady was wait.
I hold the temple down with the wrong day. Calling all my ladies who like to rock the cosplay. We can take it back to my place and have a little soiree, party, or take a little gaming and getting gone, girl. You know we do. It's all like drunk.
All right, I'm done.
No, I can dig. That's got music. That's what I was talking about last week or 2 weeks ago when you played your nephew. Have you hooked up James with your nephew? James, Mitch's nephew does that kind of stuff. And he's very talented, and he puts music in it too. It's not just straight hardcore rap. You make it musical, I'm good. I'm good with anything if it's musical.
He's good at it. I mean,
oh my God, James is busting on you, Mitch. He says you're gonna hurt your neck moving to that music like that, brother.
Yeah.
So the big news, in case you haven't noticed, is Mitch isn't shaving until the COVID thing's solved.
Yeah, it might be a wrong one. It might be.
It's gonna be a long beard.
It might be a while. I did shave a little bit around my neck this morning.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it doesn't grow right in here. It doesn't grow. It gets a little bald spot right in here. Paint your bald spot.
Okay, put me back on for a second. Then you can do the That's a cool looking thing. You can do the sideburns,
mustache doesn't get mustache
and then nothing
doesn't get
here.
real big.
But that looks cool. That's a cool look.
Yeah, I can grow some sideburns, but the mustache doesn't look too great.
So,
but
Dave,
it gets annoying. It's
Dave,
already getting
you
on my
never
nerves.
answered me. Dave, DR Guitars, he's not going to answer. I'm going to email you, Dave. I emailed you before, you never answered. So if I email you this time, you better answer me.
Billy Gibbons.
Or I'll be mad at you.
Except I'll have like 150 pounds over Billy Gibbons.
Are you going to make any attempt to go back and do it again, or
what? Get thin?
No, shrink a little.
Yeah, it's always on my mind.
Well, it's
very difficult.
Let's get it done. Get with Krell Bar and take some of his. He's got the advice.
He said he weighs. I think he said he weighs 213 now. Oh my God! And he's like 6'5", 6'6".
I'll tell you, I being years ago in the car business, I'd worked at a dealership, and I stopped by. I hadn't been there for about 5 or 6 years. I stopped by, and the finance manager, he lost so much weight, he looked unhealthy. I've seen, some people, I think they overdo it. I think it becomes like a thing, like, as people get tattoos and they can't stop getting tattoos. I think sometimes it's just a compulsive.
What's wrong with tattoos?
Nothing's wrong with tattoos, but
you want to see
mine?
I
hear, yeah.
Now I only have one, and I got my dinner on my shirt too.
Years ago, my wife and her best friend and another guy that they all worked at Social Security.
My mom worked there.
Yeah. And we went to, there was a tattoo parlor there across from a bar in historic Ellicott City. And a lot of you people from, different parts of the country may have seen it. They had two big floods and Gordon Ramsay went in there and did a rescue after they. I mean, these two floods were like usually they have it about every 20 years. They had two floods in 5 years or three. It was ridiculous. Wiped out a lot of business.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon Ramsay went in there and saved some of them. But anyway, before these floods, the most recent ones, this is probably about 15 years ago. We went there, and my wife, her girlfriend, and the other guy Joe that worked with them. The guy closed down the parlor. They all three got tattoos, and it was a Saturday. And I sat. It was in the fall, and I sat in the bar across the way drinking beer, watching college football. And my wife got a little tiny flower on her shoulder. And I said, I don't need a tattoo, but I got psyched. And the guy said, you really should think it out if you. I wanted to get one. I used to have gun, not really, but I wanted to get one so that if I flexed my muscle, it changed. He says, well, we'll work on that, but I didn't chicken out. I just said,
I got one of my one dog I had to put down. I was going to get the other one. But I didn't get the other one yet.
That's cool.
But no one would thought I would get a tattoo. Actually, Don, I'm going to set it up a little bit. It's a really my wife didn't know I was going to get a tattoo. She was working, and I took off work that day, and she's seen all this stuff on Facebook. She didn't know I got it. What is it? What is this? And then as she's reading it, I show her the tattoo, and I got it on video. I got it on video. So here let me set it up, and
that's cool.
Just go ahead and talk.
Thanks for telling me that, Dave. You're still waiting for a pickup. My Lord. Well, it's COVID times, man, and people are waiting. Some people are still waiting for their guitar they ordered from God knows when. You're talking about fish. I haven't had any salmon for I can't tell you how long because they said I heard it back when I used to watch the news. I don't watch the news. I will never watch news channels again, probably the rest of my life. But they were saying that the COVID lived on salmon easier than other fish. So we used to have salmon 2-3 times a month. Well, Dave, I'm excited when you get that DR guitars. I'm excited when you get that guitar done. That's going to be very, very, very cool.
All right.
Oh, DR Guitars got the vaccine. Wow. Cool.
Well, he has to get it because where he works.
Right.
I'm going to play this. All right, I'm going to play this.
Hey, there's Gussie Wells. Hey, Gussie, go ahead. I'm going to shut up.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm going to mute. You go ahead and play it.
You probably don't have to mute, but I'm going to play this.
I won't talk then I won't talk.
Screen share. It's only 2.5 minutes. But like I said, my wife had no idea I was going to get this tattoo.
All right, cool. Surprise video tonight, folks. Yeah. Iced tea to everybody.
The wide receivers being on the same page at the same time.
I don't see anything new.
Oh, look on her Facebook.
On hers.
Yeah. This thing ain't working right either. I'm just trying to focus. It ain't taking pictures and it won't fit. Or mine, it doesn't matter.
Now that ball is marked at what looks like about the 6-yard line. The details are everything. It's the difference between a touchdown and an interception. The difference between 7 points and a turnover. What we are seeing here across the layers is really the difference in arm strength between Mark Sanchez and Geno Smith. You see a lot of accuracy, a lot of zip on the ball. Obviously, Geno, you see some balls sailing or what I would say.
Who got what?
That same consistency, that same can be maintained.
What?
What? What?
What is this?
What's what?
What is it?
What's what? Click on it.
What? No, you don't. Oh my God! I don't believe you did that.
This is great, man.
I don't believe you did that.
I did. I
I told you I needed a reason. I think I got a good reason.
Oh my, it's beautiful.
Missy told me to record you.
What were you doing?
Film
I'm trying to figure it out. Like what?
film the tattoo.
How did you? When did you get that?
I was off today.
And you left?
Just don't do nothing. So it shows up. Okay.
And wait,
All right, that's good. All right, so there's my first tattoo, and I am signing off. And I got my wife.
That was cool. That was almost as good as the new puppy. Am I? I don't hear myself.
I can hear you.
Okay. I've been watching a lot of these since Christmas. You know, they bring home a puppy for the kids,
Mm-hmm.
and it's so funny. The girls cry. They cry. They're little. You know, they could be
Yeah,
anywhere
yeah.
from 5 years to 15 years or 20 years old, and they start crying, boo-hooing. It's silly, but you know, it's fun to watch. Hey, there's Autism Rocks. So we got Danny and Micah. Cool. Welcome, guys. Hey, we're at 29, Mitch. We might crack 30 again. We're shooting for 30. Nelson Rodriguez. Hey, Nelson. Cool.
Hey, Nelson.
And Gussie Wells, man. Gussie, have you been doing any? I think I have your bell rung. I have to look up Gussie.
Oh,
Good to
speaking
see
of
you.
bell, wait a minute. Speaking of bell rung, I gotta play something real quick.
Oh, yeah, do it. The bell didn't ring.
Oh, it did. I forgot to.
Do it again.
Do
One more
it
time.
again.
I gotta hear the bell ring.
All right.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
I like
show.
that. That's very cool. Oh, Jeff Miller's in there. Did we say hi to Jeff? Has he been here?
I think
Hey,
we
Jeff.
did. Hi, Jeff.
If we didn't,
And
say hello. If we did, we'll say hi.
Metalhead hippie Jeff
Yeah.
is back.
Yeah. So let's see. Today is what? Tuesday? Oh, yeah.
I thought it was Friday. No, just kidding.
Anyway, in an hour and 1 minute, go to Metalhead Hippie Show and watch the montage. I don't know what it's called on Tuesday night. I think Tuesday night's Originals night, but 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
The Europe show, or is it tonight for Europe?
No, that's Friday, I think.
That's Friday. I
think
get it mixed up, which is
Friday. I finally got it straight. Friday is 4 o'clock. Tuesday night and Sunday night are 10 o'clock. Is that the music from Laughing that you were playing?
It came with the it was on the music. I mean on the see what I did. I downloaded stuff on YouTube. It had a whole bunch of different ones, but I had to cut it up. I had to edit it. I don't want to put and it was in a green screen, so that's why I can enable my enable the chroma key to take the green out, and
Yeah, I think
the
that's
music
kinda like,
was with it.
that's similar to the music they would play in between little skits that they do. They go from one skit to another. Back in tonight's community hang. Okay, cool. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Metalhead Hippie. You know, if you're not sub to them, and search them on the search box of YouTube. You'll find them.
See, Laurie Mishmash gave me the idea the other day. Remember, she had that light. So I said I had to get look at the top of my head on air. I had to get one.
Oh, on air, cool, yeah.
Except she had the real physical one. I got a virtual one, which is easier.
Virtual is cool. I'm all right with virtual.
And you notice when I'm on Zoom, I don't know if you noticed it yesterday, but look back on there. See, you see the desk behind me. I got the computer, and the monitor. That's the color it should be, but on Zoom it shows up like a tan color. I don't know why it does that on Zoom.
I didn't.
Did. I kept on playing around with it. I said, why is it doing that? I'm not sure.
No, it's funny when you came in, you just had the picture of our commercial for tonight's show. That was.
Oh yeah.
And nobody knew if you were paying attention because you didn't talk.
You like that?
That was cool.
You like that countdown I had?
Yeah.
So there's one here. There's one built into here, right into StreamYards. But the one I got, I got it off. I made it with a plug-in through OBS. Of course, it didn't have no sound, so I'm trying to find some sound, right?
Right.
So I found that one. Actually, that sound is from a video game. I forgot what the game was, but it was slower than the actual. I wanted to keep, I wanted it to be in sync when it started
Right.
saying 10, and it was way out of sync because the video was way faster than the audio.
Okay.
So then I had to I had to slow up the actual video.
And you synced it?
I mean, well, yeah, it was. Yeah, I got it right, but it took a while to get it.
I don't know how
synced
you
up
guys
right.
do that stuff. God bless you.
Yeah, it's
God
just a
bless
little time consuming.
Jeff,
But it
no problem,
came
man.
good.
Got to support the hippie. Got to support the hippie. I got a question for you, Jeff. Have you had anybody in the chat that has made naughty comments or been a dick? You know, I notice he keeps mentioning that.
I don't chat in there a lot, but I listen to it a lot. Or if I'm in bed, because when I'm laying down,
Right? Yeah.
But those guys, Jeff's on top of it. I think he nips it in the bud.
But I've never seen anybody. I must watch at the wrong time or something.
I think he stops it before it starts.
Oh, Guitar Hack's in the Hack. You must be in the Hack Shack. Cool, smoking a cigar, a brick house cigar. I don't do cigars. I can't smoke them and not inhale them. And God damn, if you inhale a cigar, you want to get sick. That's a real good way to get sick quick.
I told you I'm the middle of five, and I'm the only one, including my parents. I'm the only one that didn't smoke in my family.
Oh, crazy.
Never smoked.
I
tried it, but
with what they found out about secondhand smoking, I probably started smoking when I was, came out of the womb because my mom and dad smoked as long as I can, and even after they split
with my
up,
dad.
My mom still smoked. My dad, so I was always around it. I didn't start smoking until I was in my 20s.
Dad stopped
smoking to stay away.
Dad stopped smoking when he turned around 79, 80. He stopped smoking. He started getting senile, and that's why he stopped. Or else, if he was in his right mind, he would have still been smoking.
I started working at this car dealership that made you work 9 to 9 almost every day. It was
terrible.
And you know what?
Len Stoller?
No, Nationwide Datsun. What a bad.
I bought a car there before.
But anyway, it was so bad. They made us work so many hours you couldn't stay awake. And this is like in 81.
And when you work in Timonium Road.
23, right. I'm 23, 24 years old. I mean, I came in hungover probably just about every day. I mean, every night was you go out to you go out to the bar and, try to meet chicks or whatever. And, man, it's like, I had to do something to stay awake. So one guy gave, here, have a cigarette. So Christ, one cigarette turns into a pack, and then a pack turns into the rest of your life.
But that Margaret's first brand new car she got a 210 Datsun there. It was a Nationwide Datsun.
You want to hear
like a 4-speed.
That was the sleaziest place I worked. Here's what they would do at this dealership, folks. This is like 1981-ish, 81 going into 82. It was end of 81.
That's around when she got her car, yeah.
They made us work on Thanksgiving Day, but here's what they would do to people, especially like a young.
You could have been my salesman. You could have been my salesman.
But what they would do, what a sleazy place. So they had a way, you make the deal, they agree to the price and everything, but they wouldn't do the financing. I said, we got to get the financing approved. Now they could get the financing approved just like that if they want,
Yeah.
So they put people out on a dealer tag. And no, actually, I think they did the temporary tag, and they just did a big some stupid promissory note that people just sign. They don't read it. So, 2-3 days later, they come back to do the financing. Now, when they left 2-3 days before, they were told their payment was, this back 81 is probably like 200 to 250 was average payment back then. So let's say that we told them it was going to be 200 a month, with their down payment and all that. They come back and they're sitting in the finance office, and the finance manager, he's sign this, sign that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, your payment's $275 a month. And they go, no, it isn't. They said 200 a month. I'm not signing that. So he goes, and the guy would look at it and go, you sign the paper or give me my, and he put his hand up, give me the money. I don't care what you do. You can either sign it or give me the money. They didn't have any surveys and customer satisfaction. They didn't. What? Oh man, I used to hate that place. I can't tell you how many times I almost, because back then I was still fairly angry young man still. How many times I almost went at it with the finance manager. So anyway, that's the reasons why us car salespeople have such bad reputation.
You know what, Don? When I bought my old house that we were in there for 27 years, when we go to settlement, it was like 100. It was it was supposed to be a certain amount of money. It was like $150 more, right?
Right.
I'm flipping out. What am I going to do? What can I do? Right?
150 a month. Oh yeah,
it was 150 more what they said there was going to be. And what happened was they assessed it for these more expensive houses on the street. Then it did get straightened out, but it took like 6 months. But it was like, it was just like we were so upset, and because we were living on a week to week paycheck. You know where I worked, we didn't make much. Mark worked there too. We didn't make much money.
Right.
But
well, I worked at that dealership for about 3. I only lasted maybe 3 months, 4 months, and I left. So I got a W-2 with a little bit of money. Didn't make much money there either. In '82, and then come around '83, I get another W-2 from these people for like $700. I called them up. I said, I didn't even work I worked for you guys for like 3 months, 2 years ago. And I was talking to the office manager, and we got along pretty good. Never went out or anything, but we just got
that's
along.
the bonus they didn't give you.
No. Somebody went to they used to have the labor board in Maryland. Somebody went to the labor board and painted out all the hours he had to work and all. So it was retroactive. He won, and it was retroactive to anybody that worked there during that period. And back in those days, I had a different address every 6 months. I'd move back home for a couple weeks or a month, and then I'd move out to a different apartment.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Moving with so they couldn't get a hold of me, or I don't think they tried to. But anyway, I went in, and boy, did I have a party that week, and I had a $700 check, man. I was fat city, baby.
What dealership that you worked for treated you the best, would you say?
2 of them. Keene Dodge out in Jarrettsville. And that was the most fun I had. But the best money I made, and probably the coolest owner, even though he was kind of a prick, was Tate Dodge. Because he had a golf tournament every year, man. Oh, what a nice guy he was. He'd take us out to a country club, man. If
where was Tate Dodge at?
Glen Burnie, Ritchie Highway.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Next to Bob Bell Chevrolet, right there at the that intersection.
I bought a Toyota at Jones up there in Jarrettsville, near Jarrettsville,
at the junction,
Bel Air or whatever.
At Bel Air,
the junction,
where Bel Air and Hartford Road.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, you bought cars all over the place, man.
Yeah, I didn't keep cars long. I got tired of them. And I had a lot of cars. I never paid too many off. I kept on trading them off.
But back in those days, you could a lot of times. Hey, there's Kim, G-Man. How you doing, Kim? Welcome to the chat. I got to turn. Where are we at? Did we get 30? 33. All right, man. Let me tell you something. You guys watching this show and nothing rock. You guys rock YouTube watching. We got 33. All right. I'm digging this.
By the way, guys, before I forget,
celebrities, Mitch.
Before I forget, don't forget to do this.
I love that. That is just very cool.
Sorry.
You keep coming up with stuff like that, we might get up to 50 one of these days. Give us till by springtime, we should be up to 50. Rick Danner, guitar player, my buddy up there in New England. Cool dude. Good guitar player, too. He won't admit it, but he is. Very proficient. He plays in a band. He's got a lot of great videos of him.
There's a lot of good guitar players in this chat room, right? A lot of very good guitar players.
Oh, my God. You aren't kidding.
Sometimes they're so good, I get depressed thinking about selling everything.
Man, I envy any of you guys that are in bands that can remember all those songs and all, especially when you got to play leads and stuff, and you try to keep it, to the lead that was on the record. And the guys that sing, that can remember. How do you remember all the words to all those songs? I don't understand it.
They read them.
No, a lot of them don't. A lot of them, it's all in between. It's all up in here.
One video I did, I used two cameras, and lining it and trying to get it lined up was I did, and it came out good, but it took work to get it lined up. But it's fun though. You look at Robert Baker. He always has like at least 2 cameras on there. But it's
All right,
yes, the
Spacey.
software can do a lot of it for you, but I could never figure that part out. I always had to do it manually, line everything up.
I agree with Spacey Jazzy Bluesy. We need a new word for proficient. I have a tendency to wear out
Proficient.
words. Proficient.
Proficient.
So
I can't even say it. Proficient.
I know. What was the word I couldn't think of the other little while ago? Medicinal.
Charleston.
Yeah,
Charleston, South
Yeah,
Carolina.
Charleston, South Carolina. That's it. Yeah, but that's a time. It's the rhyming. It's the rhyming. Oh, proficient player. Okay, I got you. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, Danny's with us. It is Danny, right? Danny and Micah. Danny's dad and Micah's the son, right? Is it Autism Rocks? Hey, yeah, you're right. I can't remember
Oh,
nothing either. I can't remember nothing.
I know you're talking
Remembering the
about, but I cannot remember
rhymes,
their names.
remembering the rhymes helps the words in between. Adept. There you go. Nah, Dave, that's adept sounds a little too
Accomplished.
accomplished. There you go. I think well somewhere between very adept and accomplished. We could combine those two, and I think we have a winner here. Should we hear the bell ring again?
Oh, let me James, the reason why I was playing that music, it's copy free. It's a site that you're allowed to play this on YouTube. You can't just play any music on YouTube. So that's the only reason why I was playing that. I don't know about your song if it's but this site, like it's like pretzel.com or something like that. It's like copy. You won't get in trouble for playing on YouTube.
Hey, Hugh. Well, first of all, Hugh, we can't do this virtual, the jamming together. But if things ever calm down, we might go one better than just a duet. That's a big surprise in the making that might never happen, but it might. I got something up my sleeve. Have a little meeting out at Guitar Center. Stroke the salesman. Yeah, I'm thinking of buying a guitar, but I need to hear both of these at the same time and get a room.
You're thinking about buying a guitar?
No, we're gonna meet at Guitar Center and do a jam and video it.
We can do that. I mean, when I went there with Frank C, I had my camera out. I did a lot of recording when I was there.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna watch videos on this amp. I lost my notes. That the Black Star Core
Ivy Core
V3. That looks like that could be cool. That plus it was like the old the Core 2 was like $90 or 120. I don't know, different price.
No, I got the ID Core 10 watt. It cost me, I think, it's like $209, but I traded some other stuff in, and I had a 20 watt one.
Well, I think this is only 5 watts, but it's all I need. It's because you can. It looks pretty cool. If you can put an iPhone into or a phone or iPhone whatever into it, you should be able to take a laptop and put backing tracks right into it, right? And then I could have that because that I've gotten my use out of. I have a little Vox Mini that I use downstairs at my computer station. When I'm trying to learn something, I have one guitar downstairs, and that's cool. It's got but this thing has. It looks pretty cool. I think I'll go play one time. That's something they should have at Bill's. Or if I have to go to Guitar Center, I'll do that. I'll drive around town.
Oh, read that. Can you read that? Read what Hippie wrote in there.
I am now a lord. Mark Tanner bought me a plot of land in Scotland, which entitles me to a lordship. I am now to be called Lord Hippie. You got to change your YouTube handle, dude. Lord Metalhead Hippie. I bow to you, sir. I'm not taking my hat off because I got these goddamn headphones on. I'll tell you. In fact, hold on a second. Amy, if you're still in here, look at all this hair I got. Can you see how long that
all right, we're gonna have to do this for Metalhead Hippie.
I'm sure Amy and Dean bailed on us a long time ago because this has got to be like about the least exciting thing they've watched on TV for a while. Hey, has anybody done that with their smart TVs? Mitch, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Has anybody watched YouTube on their TV? We got a new smart TV end of the summer, and you can put YouTube on there. I've done it once. One time I said, Jen,
I've
let
been
me
doing
see
it
what
for
I look.
I've been doing it for years.
Oh, have you? On your
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm always on a computer with headphones because my wife doesn't want to hear all these chats and all the music. Cause I tried to make a dent in listening to some folks I haven't listened to and comment on their videos. You know, people comment on my videos and other
Sometimes
people that don't.
I'm in the other room, Don, and I'm watching a football game, and I say, oh, I'm going to watch something on YouTube. So I'm on my phone, and I can, cast it to my phone. But I'll hit the wrong TV, and I'll do it to one of Marcus watches. She has a fit. Oh, I'm sorry, hit the wrong button, hit the wrong TV.
My niece just texted me. She is watching. Yeah, Amy Lynn. It's. I've never had my hair. My hair's. This is the longest my hair's ever been, and it really. I can bring it down over the ears, but I can't stand.
That's the Donald Trump comb over.
No, it's not a comb. I'm not bald. I mean, I'm receding, but I can't stand hair on my ear. You know, when I was a kid, back in the 70s and 80s, that was cool. You had the helmet, the type thing, hair over the ears. I can't stand. I got to push it back behind my, and it's affecting my golf game, folks. I think I'm getting it cut Thursday, but I forgot to make the appointment online today. What's going on? What?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm getting my hair cut.
Oh, look,
How come I'm bigger? I'm bigger now. I'm bigger on the screen now. What'd you do?
Look, I do need a shave, don't I?
You made us bigger. Man, that light, is that light too bright? Should I turn that light off?
No, you're good. No, Don, don't. No, it's fine. Don't. No, it looks
Okay.
good. See, look, it's like bald in here.
It's got to be blinding people. It's very bright.
No, it's fine. It looks good.
No, I'm not going to point. Everything will tip over. I got another problem. I just realized it didn't affect me. I didn't notice it. I guess because I was there we go. I like this better because I was so wasted on Saturday night when I did my last jam. But this right here, man, I'm standing right by that thing. My ears were ringing almost. I was jamming yesterday. Oh my God. I didn't even think I had it that loud. So I got to push that back into the far corner. I got a thing with a bunch of, whatever you call it. It fits in the corner. It's got 3 rows of pictures, and it's like a knick-knack thing out of wire. It fits in the corner. Anyway, so that's if Epiphonium's in the house.
James, if you're still in here now, I'm not much on historic things. I mean, I'm like 15 miles, maybe less, 15 miles from Gettysburg. But and I worked with a guy. He was the son of Confederate soldiers. I used to go up there and watch him do stuff. But I'm not much of a historic
That's a
buff.
sad place. It was cool. When I was younger, it was really a cool place, I thought. But about, I say 3 or 4 years ago, me and my wife drove up there. Just so let's go up to Gettysburg. We go for a ride.
It's still nice. It's still nice up there.
It's nice, but I'll tell you what, we stopped, as you drive in, you got all those statues. We started stopping by each statue and you start reading the
It is sad.
significance
It's
of.
sad.
Oh my God, we got so sad. But we did drive around and we climbed up into the observation tower.
Right.
And what a difference, because I remember as a kid, my dad took us there. We thought that was cool. That was like we were so far up in the air. And as an adult, it's like you're really not. It's only, it's not that many steps.
I went up there. I took pictures
is
years ago.
Yeah, we took pictures, but we said we got to get the hell out of here. We were getting depressed reading about all the battles and
You started thinking of it.
All the people that died. Oh my God! So we ended up in town, went to the bar, and each had a few drinks. And
there's bars up there. There's some bars up there. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a blast. You
see the Jenny Wade house? I think she was the first civilian killed.
I don't know, but there's some
was she
really
the
cool,
first
really
civilian
cool
woman
gift
killed?
shops. In the little town, they got they've got a literal circle. I think there's a statue in the
Yeah, don't go on a Saturday or a Sunday because the roundabout the circle. Oh my, it takes you forever to get through.
I think it was a weekday because it wasn't that busy.
Yeah.
We were the only 2 people at the bar. We were having a blast with the bartender, man. That's what I like. I love it when you go to a bar and you feel the love. They appreciate you being there. that's life,
But
man.
with
I love it.
with all the reenactments, they stopped it because for political reasons they stopped a lot of the reenactments because
Oh,
of
I know. Chris, they're probably going to have to
yeah.
take down all the well, we're not going to get into politics,
No,
but
they're
I
not.
wouldn't be
They,
surprised one day
I believe
if they
that's
took.
federal ground. I don't. They're not going to do
Well,
anything
that
there.
don't mean,
I think.
dude, you got a one-party system now in this country, and a state media. This country, I hate to get into politics, but it's,
Yeah,
well, I
we
don't care what
promise
side, I don't care what side of the
no
aisle you're on.
politics.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not to talk politics and
All right,
drama. No drama, politics.
zip it. So anyway, so what's next for you? What are you going to buy next? I know you're
uh,
jonesing for something. You got to be jonesing for something.
probably
I
one
know.
of those sweat bags and put it on and help me lose some weight. That's what I need.
Mitch, you're on a roll tonight, man. You got the good ones.
I tell you
Um,
what, I was so cold last night. I just went to bed. Like I went to bed after I got off the thing last night, and I just slept with my um
that's
sweatpants on. I was so
That's funny you
cold,
said that because I was freezing. All I had was on. Well, I'm wearing the same clothes, but
and
all
it
I
really
had was
wasn't
I
that
didn't have
cold, but I was
this. But
freezing.
up in this room, our upstairs, like it. But I'll tell you what, 2, 3 in the morning, it starts heating up upstairs. And I don't change. We don't turn the heat up or down. It stays about the same. We got a thing in the mail yesterday, and it's from BG&E, and it shows you how much energy you use compared to your neighbors. It doesn't show you what your neighbors act, but you're
Right,
like that
right.
compares you to the neighbor that used the most, and the neighbor that uses the least. We're least in all of them. We don't because I'm in a hoodie. I got 3 layer, long sleeve, and a hoodie and a hat. And Janet, she'll be downstairs in short sleeves sometimes. Or she'll have her hoodie and then she'll take it off because we have different
See, we
different
were afraid that
metabolisms.
we thought maybe being in a mobile home, the bill would be more. But it's not. She said it's about this. Everything's running about the same
Well,
as it
that's
did
good.
in the
That's
old
good.
house.
I
Yeah.
am so envious. I just had to. I clogged the toilet. I'm sure y'all wanted to hear that, but I had to go down 2 flights of
I don't want to
stairs.
ask. I don't want to ask
Oh,
how. But go ahead.
yeah, I know, yeah. But I had to go down 2 flights of stairs to get towels to mop up the water because I didn't feel like going out in the garage and getting the wet back. Oh my God, I'm so envious that you live on one floor. That should bring in some excitement into the eat fish, Mitch. I've been going hard with fish to help my health issues. James, okay. Well, fish is good for you. Oh, that's an old Christ. I'm way behind in the chat here. Let me catch up.
Oh, Don,
Yes,
I got something for you. How about
there we
this?
go. I can't wait. Anticipation. Too much. Yeah, I know, Euphonium. It's too much information. No cover charge. Welcome to the chat. Did we already? You been here? I can't remember. I'm not even drinking tonight, folks. It's terrible. Very foggy mind.
Very kind people. Very kind people.
Krellbot's in the house. Hey, Krell. What's up, dude?
Skinny. What was that movie they had? What's that guy? He got real skinny. What was the name of that movie? I can't remember. They had one called The Incredible Shrinking Man, and there was a Thinner or something like that. It was a crazy movie.
Thin Man? That was a
It
series.
might have been that. But I got to get back on track.
Hey, Krell Bar, in case you see him before, you probably will or talk to whatever. Somebody can. More than 7 years. Writes their own songs. Billy Joel. Krell Bar.
You,
I told him so in case we were talking about the car business earlier, folks. What else? I'm sure you want to hear another car, but I worked at a dealership, and my best buddy at the time in the car business, he got me into this dealer. It was a very difficult dealership to get into, and they needed. So he got me in there, and his girlfriend, who eventually married, was the office manager controller of the dealership. It was one of the biggest Oldsmobile dealerships on the East Coast back in like '83, and she nicknamed me Shitty Smitty because my last name's Smith. So Krell, remember I told that story last night. So Krell, that's why Krell saying, "Hey, Shitty Smitty." I am Shitty Smitty. Smitty was my nickname. That was my handle because you know nothing was worse than you come in. the car business, generally, most dealerships, you had 2 shifts. You had to be there for your shift, either 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, or 3 in the afternoon to 9 at night. The dealership sales hours were 9 in the morning to 9 at night. So nothing was worse when you come in at early, 1:30, 2 o'clock for the afternoon shift, and you see one of your customers sitting there buying a car, signing up, going to take delivery to somebody you just talked to the other day. And you'd say, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't here to help you." She goes, "Oh, we couldn't remember your name. It's Smith." So I started when I played ball, in sports in high school and all, my nickname was Smitty. So I started putting Smitty on my business cards. And a lot of people thought that was really stupid to do. It actually ended up helping me a lot for 20 some years, 30 years. And so she nicknamed me Shitty Smitty. Rhymes. Come on, Mitch. So what guitar? I know you're jonesing for a guitar. What kind of guitar are you going to get next? You're never satisfied with you. You got a lot of nice guitars too. I was telling Spacey Jazzy Bluesy, you generally don't play your Les Paul that much. What are the other? You have the EVH, and what's the other one you play?
Lately, I have been playing. It's right here, the Les Paul.
I know you have lately, but previously, I mean, for months you didn't play it. But what were you playing? Your Ibanez? Don't you have an Ibanez? Is that what you have, Ibanez?
Yeah, I haven't played that in a while. I was playing the Telly a lot when I first got it.
You got a Telly.
And then the EVA, when Eddie passed away, I was playing a lot of that. And
don't you have a blue? Don't you have a blue Ibanez?
Yes. Yeah.
That always sounds good.
I should. Well, you said I'm not gonna. I don't want to load the picture because I'm too lazy.
There's only Smith isn't that common of a name, really. Actually,
I've been gaining so much weight, Don. Before I had to bend over to be the the plumber repairman. now it's there when I stand up. I can just walk straight and it's there. I don't have to bend over anymore.
Very good.
I tell you, some of those Firefly guitars. I mean, I some of those ones. I was looking at some of the. Did they have some Telly ones or?
I was just watching.
Or like the Gibson type ones, but they sell out them really fast on Amazon.
Somebody, is it Brian Land? No, not Brian. He does a tell.
You watch that guy Guitar Max?
No.
He does a lot of reviews on cheap stuff.
No, somebody was doing a video, was playing to it wasn't Crow, wasn't Auto Crow. I forget who it was, but maybe it was somebody on a Helix. Maybe it was a Helix video that I was watching. The guy was playing, but the Parker Fly, I thought they were really, before I really got really into playing the guitar and where I could actually sound like I knew how to play it. That was it the 80s? When did they come out? In the 80s? When did you start Crow? When did you start seeing guys with Parker Flies in bars with Parker Flies?
Is that the brand name Parker guitars?
Yeah, Parker guitars. And
I sold effects pedal to a guy I have.
I thought they had at the time. They don't do much for me now, but at the time, I thought that was the coolest headstock in the world.
I sold a Zoom effects pedal to this guy locally, and he came over and he brought his guitar, and it was a Parker, and he let me try. I couldn't believe it was super light, and the action was really.
What do they have like regular pickups and piezo?
I can't remember. I don't remember. It was a while. It was 4 years ago.
Just say no to crack. Oh God, we got to talk.
That's what Oprah said.
I did a lot of things. I never did crack. Don't buy cheap stuff.
Either.
My wife does though. Early 2000s when the Parkers not when they made affordable models. When you started seeing guys when they first came out, and it seemed like guys in bands were all of a sudden playing them. At least down here in Baltimore, you go out and there's the guys playing. What kind of guitar is that? And you didn't have YouTube, so like I had a subscription to a Guitar Player magazine, and see the ads. It's like, yeah, I'd like to get one of those. Of course, then you saw the price, and like you said, the
expensive.
90s. Oh, Spacey 90s and aughts. What's that mean? What's aughts mean?
Aughts,
Spacey?
I think.
Huh? Well, somewhere in the 90s. You just noticed it. I meant to say no to plumber's crack.
I knew what he was talking. I knew what he was talking about.
Okay, all right. Squire. Those pickups are actually pretty good. I've heard that. Roswell Alenko's nothing wrong with. Are we talking about the same thing? Or are you guys talking about another guitar? That's the one thing. I got a chat over here on this computer that's taking my picture, filming me right
Harley
now.
Benton guitars.
Harley Benton. And then I've got this one over here, and I can't keep track. I thought I was doing good earlier, keeping up with the chat. You can't do it. I don't know how you guys. I don't know how he does it.
The one that's built in is slow. The one that's built into
StreamYard.
It's like slow. It's like,
I'll tell you what's crazy. The guys were talking about it. We were talking about having the trivia contest. The guys, from UK were saying, oh, they don't have a chance because of the delay. I'll tell you about delay. I'll watch like Metalhead Hippies, and I'm watching the chat, and guys are, putting ones and saying that sounds good. Jeff's still speaking, and it hadn't even started yet. That is the craziest thing.
I've seen that.
There's probably 30 seconds. The song's done where they're at, and I'm probably watching the last 30 seconds of the song. Same. So it's interesting. Technology is interesting. I don't understand it. The aughts. All right. We'll have a conversation. Spacey, jazzy, bluesy. All right. It's 9:33. You want to wrap it up? Or
yeah, we can wrap her up. I'm going to have to sit on the heating pad.
Well, 28, man, we fluctuated between 24 and I think we got over 30. Did I say 33 at one point?
I thought you did.
Yeah.
20,
well, Nate,
something like that.
Let me tell you something. All you folks that came, sat through this nonsense, God bless you. You rock. Yeah. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, you rock so much that you know what I'm going to have to do, don't you?
I think you have to. And for Mitch. And did you have a public service message about our show that you wanted to remind people what to do?
Yeah, it's up to you guys, but I got to turn the sound back on again. B1.
We'd appreciate it if you follow the directions.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all. And I think we should sign out. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We talked about plumber's crack, me clogging the toilet, my nickname, Shitty Smitty.
My tattoo.
Your tattoo. Let me tell you something. That's priceless, man. That's a great video.
Yeah,
like you said the other night, we have to when things calm down, we got to go out to dinner. Take.
Oh yeah. My wife said
my wife would get along fine.
Yeah,
they'd get along fine. She could
she's
be my wife's sister. Really,
Margaret's a Dundalk girl. Dundalk.
Well, she's east side. My wife's west side. It's different. I'm right in the middle. I come from.
Me too. Actually, I'm in the middle too. Really.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Go ahead.
So. I was a very good football player, but I was more interested in something else than going to classes and getting good grades. I mean, I passed my senior year, but I couldn't get into Towson, which is probably the only place I could have gone to play football. So I went to the community college, and the second semester I did good, and I went in to interview because I had good enough grades now to get into the regular college from the community college, and I go to talk to the I don't know what the guide, what's college admissions counselor or whatever, and she goes, "Oh, you grew up in Coxville." No, it's Cockeysville. She goes, she wasn't from the area. I mean, folks, Cockeysville, Timonium, Lutherville, Towson. That's how close I lived to where this college was. And they had a small Division III back in the 70s. It was Division III. You didn't have these different conference, and but they had a good program. And I was a week late. It's a sad story. So that was the end of my sports career because I went back the next semester. I showed up for my finals the last day, and I couldn't get out of the car. I just went home. I didn't take any of my finals. Went to a Schnelling and Schnelling employment agency. They got me a job in the southern Maryland where nobody lived at a 84 lumber store. All right, that's
You know where I went to West. You weren't living there then, but when I was in school, I went to Western Votech. You know, kids that did bad in school, they made them go to some kind of trade thing.
hey, that's
Western Votech.
Western Votech.
They kicked me out of it.
That's where the kid he went to Maryland and he was very good in the pros. He finished his career in with the Ravens, defensive back. Oh, I can't think of his name. He was a
About
defensive
Tony
back.
Vincent.
No.
You remember Tony Vincent?
Yeah.
He was a supervisor at Cup.
What's the guy's name? Western Votech. I can walk to Catonsville High School.
Right.
The high school, here in the town, and they have a nice little, it's not seats on both sides of the field, but they got a nice big stadium type thing with lights at night. So it's Friday night football, I'll think of his name because he was the quarterback for Western Votech, and even Catonsville had a real good team that year. They crushed them, but he was the quarterback and the start.
Western Votech was a trade school. It wasn't a high school.
Well, it's a high school now, dude.
It wasn't then, not when I was.
Well, I'm saying now, but you say Western Votech, and anyway, he went on.
Sure. Well,
and this is big time football for Baltimore County. They got the announcer and announcing who made the tackle, who made the run. Well, on offense, every play, the guy was the quarterback, but he was like a Lamar quarterback. He ran all over the place, threw it every once in a while, and then on defense, the guy he made every tackle. He went to the University of Maryland. Started there. He got drafted. He played defensive back at University of Maryland. He was very good. I can't think of his name. I can't think anything tonight. But he went to, I think he started with Denver. I forget who. It might have been, I forget what, but ended up, he finished his career with the Ravens.
Really?
Yeah. But anyway. All right. So 10 minutes ago, we were going to sign out. Let's sign out. Good night, everybody.
All right, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And you guys are great. And we hope we didn't bore the heck out of you.
It's a show about nothing. I would hope we did.
So take care, be safe, be kind to your neighbors, and whatever Carol Burnett did with her. What'd she do? She did something with her ear. I don't know.
Yeah. And Amy, if you're still there, I love you, darling. That's my niece down in how we don't know how to pronounce it. Dunedin, Florida.
Dunedin, Florida. So
whatever. But anyway, thanks for
stopping.
Bye, guys. Made my night.
Bye. Don't go nowhere down. Bye.